Hey, what's going on, guys? So, this week we had the single biggest update I think we've had yet. We had all kinds of things drop. This is like the closest I've come to recapturing that childhood experience on Christmas morning. This is awesome, guys. I love it. So, let's dive right in. Let's first list everything they've added, and then we'll dive into it deeper after that. First things first, you'll see I'm above Citadel 80. So finally, they've patched it to where we can now go to Citadel 90. 90 is the new max. Awesome. So that's the first big drop, and that has a lot of different implications. So we'll dive into that. Also dropped, we have T8 elementals, and we've been waiting for T8 elementals for a long time. They're here. We're going to dive into that. Along with that, we can now upgrade our wells past level 20. I haven't maxed them yet, so I have no idea how high they go. I'm guessing at least 25, probably to 30. Maybe it'll say in the blog. We'll check that out. So we have those three. We also have Cindy, Mythic Cindy unlocked, so we can take Cindy up 200 in principle, right? In theory, if you have the medals and XP, you can do that. So I think those are the four big drops. There might be more. And then we'll dive into the events too. So let's begin. Citadel 80 and beyond. So it seems like that was one of the longest we've waited to be able to go past a certain Citadel level. Like right when the game came out, when the max was, once the max was Citadel 40, for a long time, it was months and months before we could unlock past that. That was probably the longest. But now for us, it seems like forever we've been at 80 max. I know a lot of people hit the max. So we can go past it, and it has some pretty big implications. The first thing I noticed is they are trying to make building stats useful again. Remember back when it was super important to have all your inside buildings maxed? Well, we're finally coming back to that. It seems like for a while we started only maxing it just for the hospital capacity or just for the troop queue for the barracks. But now it's actually worth leveling them up. The buffs start getting quite a bit bigger, like the jump from 80 to 81, and we'll dive right into it here. So this is a hospital ward, and you can see the the hospital capacity here. It's been going up 300 at a time. Once you get to 80 and beyond, it starts going up at 6, 7,000, 8,000 even. 8,000. So 6,000, then 8,000 to 82. So the capacity goes way up once you get them above 80. And the troop stats also go way up. So typically, right, like we're happy to get 100% here. Well, I wasn't happy about it, but we get 100, so on. But once you get to that 80, look at the jump to 81, 30,000 troop HP. So that's gigantic. And it's not quite as big from 81 to 82. So what that tells me is I'm going to want to get all my wards or all my barracks, whatever you have, I'd want to get them all to 81. I would get them all to 81 because that jump is big. 29,300% jump from 80 to 81, and that's a cheap jump. Like it's tough to get them to 80, but the jump from 80 to 81 is pretty easy, and you get a huge bonus from that. So that's what I'll probably be focusing on. I need to get all my wards to 80, and then get them to 81. So yeah, I need to get all my wards to 81, and I probably will do that before I push too far into the 80s on the Citadel level. Like I'll probably sit at 82 until I can get all these up to 81, and then I'll start pressing onward. So that's pretty big. Like that's the hospital ward. We can go ahead and look at the bank and the barracks too, because their stats have been buffed as well. We've got, let's see, in terms of the production, nothing new there. So if you're building banks, it's just for the armor, and it's pretty good armor. Look at this, 1,400 to 94,000. So you can make a case to build a bunch of banks if you need armor, because the problem with armor is they can shred it with different monsters like the Tonberry, with Prompto, and with his enchantment. But the cool thing about armor is if you have a lot of it, You can get like Iris's skill for Gladius, and there's a bunch of different uses for armor if they don't have armor shredding. So, kind of interesting. If it's something I would maybe consider building a couple banks in the future. It'd be nice to have a little bit more armor because I don't really have a whole lot of armor right now. And then the barracks. So let's check these out again, or for the first time. Let's see. So the Q doesn't jump up very much, but the troop attack does. We go from 700 to 30,000. So that's a lot of troop attack. If you have 10 of these, that's 300,000 troop attack. That'll make a big difference. Yeah, huge difference. So cool. They're trying to make buildings good again. They also buffed the banishment portal. So if you're banishing heroes, the stats are quite a bit better now. Let's see here. Oh darn! You have to have this active, I guess, to see the stats. But the stats are quite a bit better. I can attest to it. Let me see here. It might say in the blog. We'll pull up the blog, see if I hope that blog's still there. You guys might be wondering why I haven't made this video in a while. I really wanted to hit Citadel 80 so we could look at some of the buildings and some of the upgrades and everything. So I really wanted to do that before I made the video so I wouldn't just be guessing at a lot of this stuff. Because, this is a lot of upgrades, and a lot of it you need to get Citadel 80 to get access to the new stuff. If you want to upgrade your wells past 20, you need to get your Citadel to 80. If you want to upgrade your Elemancy Hall to build T8 Elementals, you need to get the Citadel 80 and beyond. So I really wanted to get that before I made the video. Here we can see the stats. So 100,000 march size. So they've buffed the march size you can get from leveling up your Citadel. Usually you get 1,000 per Citadel level, and they buffed it up. So now you can get 100,000 for these 10 levels, which is 10 times better than it's been. Awesome. We've got, we'll look at those in a second too, but Banishment Portal, almost 500,000 troop attack and troop health. I'm guessing that's at Banishment Portal 90, but still, that's a big number. And what that tells me is that people are going to be trying to get heroes pretty soon because before I didn't even bother banishing heroes. The buffs were too weak. Why even bother angering somebody, capturing their hero, and then banishing it? Yeah, I didn't even bother. So, but this is actually good enough that maybe I'll attack some farms. Maybe I'll attack some, like Citadel 20s that maybe I'll attack my own Citadel 20s, banish the hero, and get these buffs. Awesome. We talked about the barracks and the ward. I guess we can see their max, 70,000 and 70,000. So half of that you get from the jump to 80 to 81. So you might as well get them all to 81 because, having 2 at 81 is way better than getting 1 to 90. Well, kind of, not really, actually, but anyways, we'll say it is. Let's say it anyway. So cool. We got the wall buffs. We got quite a bit greater trap capacity. Used to only get a couple thousand per level on the wall. Now we can get almost 700,000 trap capacity and really good city defense attack, almost 1 million. That's awesome, guys. So finally, it's worth leveling up our buildings again. Remember back in the day, like, it was super important to level up your buildings, and once I had no reason to go to Citadel 80 until last night, until this new update dropped. I had no reason to go to Citadel 80 because it's like you can do just as much at Citadel 70 as you can at 80 until this. Now it's worth going to 80 because you need to get the expansions and all that cool stuff, but we're going to dive into that. Okay, so that's the first thing, the buildings. Now, I mentioned we have tier 8 elementals, and here we can look at some of this. So we got lightning, earth, yeah, the same 4, obviously. We can look at some of these stats here. 2x versus fire troops. So lightning troops do bonus to fire troops. That's cool. I don't think the T7 elementals did that. Maybe they did, but at least they're doubling down on that. So now the level 8 elementals definitely do better. Lightning will beat fire. Earth will beat lightning. Ice will beat earth. And fire will beat ice. So that's kind of cool. We're going to have to play around with that because I think where this is most interesting is for crystal battles, trying to figure out crystal battles, because lightning troops get the buff, and we can see that here, crystal attack bonus when defending. So, and they're good against fire, whereas a lot of people have really good fire buffs now with Ifrit and with all these new gems, the elemental gems. So, now you can, I think we'll have to do some tests, but is it going to be better to hold the crystal with lightning or with fire? We'll have to do the tests. It's going to be super interesting. And then for attacking the crystal too, do you go with fire because you have the good fire buffs? Or do you go with ice because they get a 76,000% crystal attack bonus when attacking the crystal? Yeah, we're going to have to play around with this. And if people are holding the crystal with fire troops, do you then attack with lightning troops rather than ice troops? Because lightning are good against fire. It's going to be super fun to play around with this, guys. So I do have my Elemancy Hall leveled up enough to train some level 8 elementals. So we'll look at that. I guess we'll look at the expansions first, though, since we're here. So it is level 30 max on the wells now. And look at some of these buffs are gigantic. So the first thing I'll have to say is once you upgrade to level 21 on your wells, it no longer produces level 1 essence. It'll produce a level 2 essence. So a lot of people have been wondering, what on earth is the level 2 essence in the Moogle market? And that's what we use for T8 elementals. So if you still want to train a lot of T7 elementals, I would not level up your wells past 20 because you're not going to get any of the essence. And you can always convert. So another thing they added is you can convert level 1 essence into level 2 essence in the magitech converter. So we'll look at that. But, it's definitely, if you think you're going to be using a lot of T7 elementals, because, the cool thing about T7 elementals is you get so much essence from the level 20 wells that you can sacrifice them and you can have a lot of fun with them. Whereas once you get them past level 20 and you're getting that level 2 essence, you don't get your level. You're only going to have so many level 8 elementals, and you're not going to want to sacrifice them. So I don't know if I made a mistake by leveling up my expansions past 20 or not. Time will tell, but yeah, it's definitely something to think about. If you're in that position that you're thinking, should I level up past 20? Maybe it's worth waiting. You can always convert some in the converter. We'll look at the ratio and see if you really want the level 2 essence, if it's worth leveling them up or not. But yeah, we'll dive into that. So 30 is the max. 170k march size at 30. We got Firewells, 910,000% troop attack. Ice, almost 3 million troop armor. That's pretty sick. We've got 500,000 armor piercing. To me, that's probably the weakest buff of the bunch. And then 900,000 troop health. So yeah, if I had to rank them, I would put lightning at the bottom. But the problem is lightning essence is so fun because lightning troops are awesome. Holding the crystal, and they're fast. So, if you want to build a lot of lightning troops, you kind of have to deal with the stupid buff here. But I mean, it's not that bad. But the problem is so many people have so much armor now that piercing 500,000, it's good against lower level players, but against upper level players, probably won't do all that much. Anyways, those are super good buffs. That's awesome. We'll check those out. I guess first things first, I can show you guys what mine look like. So teleport expansion, we'll check out. I've got a couple level 22s. As you can see, I did buy some packs today. I like to give you guys a notice on when I buy packs. And I bought 3 packs. 1 pack to get Citadel 80, I needed the blueprints. And it was a pretty good pack. It came with tons of hero XP, hero medals, and it came with Iris medals, 50,000. So I was pretty pumped about that. It was the Valentine's Day pack. Yeah, my plan, my goal, my New Year's resolution was to average 2 packs or less for 2019. And so far I bought 5 packs in 2019. So I'm just over 2 per month. I need to not buy any packs for another month or 2. But anyways, so story of our lives, right? But yeah, so I've got them somewhat leveled up, and we can look at some of their buffs. you can see the problem that I'm going to have is you have to farm them every hour. You have to collect them every hour because you hit that max really quick. You can see here, as of now, there's no option to produce level 1 essence. So you're stuck with the level 2 essence once you get them past 20. Kind of a bummer. Yeah, it's kind of a bummer. One thing you could consider doing, that I was considering doing, is just leveling up 2 of your wells and then keeping 1 well of each type. So keep a level 20 ice, level 20 lightning, level 20 fire, level 20 earth, and then your other expansions, if you have them wells, level them up. One cool thing I can say is your Ravis buffs do work on the level 2 essence, and so does your Iris buffs, because they buff all fire well production and not just level 1 fire production. So that's cool. So it's still worth equipping Ravis when you collect it. You will get the buffs, but the problem is the caps are so small at these 20, 25, in that range, the caps are so small, you got to farm it up constantly, like every hour or every 2 hours, or else you're just going to not have any production from your well. So that's kind of a bummer. Like, I'm not going to lie, that is a bummer. We can look at the buffs here too. Of course, they start getting a lot better after 20, right? 20 to 21, big buff increase. So maybe it's worth going past 20 just for the buffs and not so much for the essence production. But yeah, they start getting pretty big. I mean, 70,000, or actually 85,000 from 23 to 24. That's pretty awesome. 10K march size. I'm digging it, guys. I'm digging it. So we've got those producing level 2 essence. Nice. Let's look at the converter, though, because one thing that I was curious about is, would I have been better off keeping them at 20 and then converting the level 1 to level 2 essence? So let's do the math on this. Here we go. Let's click this. So you only need converter level 1. What on earth? Pretty sure that's not copper. Okay, strange. So to produce 10,000 fire essence, level 2, you need 100 million fire essence, level 1. So 100 million to produce 10,000. What is that conversion, guys? Let's see. 4 zeros, take off 4 zeros. That's 100,000 to 1. If that math is right, 100,000 to 1. So 100,000, I could produce 7 million. Oh man, math, guys. Never was good at math. I think it's definitely worth, if you want the level 2 essence, it's worth leveling up your wells past 20 and not doing the converting. But at the same time, if you, it'd be nice to have the option of having level 1 essence. Can you convert it backwards? Let's see if there is a way to... Okay, actually, I think you can. I think you can convert level 2 into level 1. So, cool. So, yeah, so you can convert level 2 to level 1. So it's not such a big deal if you do want a bunch of level 1s. You can kind of ignore what I said earlier about not being able to get level 1 because you can't deconvert it 2 into 1. That's cool. Okay, I feel a whole lot better about my decision to upgrade past 20. I was kind of dreading that until I saw this. So if you have a bunch of level 2, you can convert it into level 1. Nice. You just need that converter, guys. So let's dive into the Almancy Hall. So 12 was the max. We can now go past 12. Cool thing is tons of, what is that, troop attack? That is troop HP and troop attack. So the buffs for leveling up your Almancy Hall past 12, pretty good. Not bad, right? Like, remember back in the day, like 40,000 was like impossible to get. Now you get it just from upgrading your Almancy Hall. Anyways, that's pretty cool. You need to get Citadel 80 to get 13, 83 to get 14. It's probably, you're probably going to need to get 90 to max it. And another strange thing too is what level 8 troops you can imbue. I found this really fascinating. So you need Almancy Hall 16 for the Lightning Warriors. Like, it's tough to make sense of this, but anyways, so it's 16 for all the warriors except for the fire warriors. Oh, actually, no, I lied. It's 16 for all of them. So 16 is the max elemency haul. You need Citadel 90 for it. Okay, that makes more sense. Wait, 89. Maybe you don't. Isn't that interesting? Okay, so let's 87, Citadel 87 with the elemency haul 16. So you probably can get elemency haul at 16. Elemency haul level 16 at Citadel 87. But you still need to level up your Citadel more to get the Earth Warriors, the Ice Warriors, and then the Fire Warriors, which is what we really want with Efreet, right? Fire Warriors are what Efreet makes awesome. But the problem is you need Citadel 90 for that. So I haven't seen any Citadel 90s. I'm sure in some realms there's a couple people with Citadel 90. In my realm, the highest I've seen is an 87. But you can train some level 8 troops, in particular the mages. You can train all the mages once you get that elemency haul to 13 and Citadel 82, I think. Yeah, Citadel 82 and elemency haul 13, you can train all the mages. Cool thing about mages is they're a counter to warriors. And a lot of people are attacking with warriors these days with the Efreet. So you can kind of make the case for imbuing a bunch of mages. I'm going to go for it. It's pretty costly. You need earth, fire, and ice for the fire. Earth, fire, ice, earth, fire, ice, earth, fire, ice. So, okay. Actually, I didn't scroll down. Okay, so you need all 4 for all the different ones. It's just like T7, basically. Probably the same combination, just level 2 instead. Cool. I'm digging that. So I can build all the mages. I'll probably go fire because, Efreet buffs fire troops so much. Cool. Cavalry troops, you need elemency haul 14, 83, 14, 84, 15, 85, and 1586. So it looks like you can train mages, 80 to 83, cavalry 83 to 86, or was that 87? 86, and then warriors warriors beyond that. So that's kind of cool. It's probably good that you can't just start training level 8 fire, because that's going to make the people who get, that's going to make a lot of people really strong, really fast, if they could just instant train level 8 fire warriors. So it's good that they're going to have to level up all their buildings first before they can get that. I'm happy with Machine Zone's. I'm not usually happy with Machine Zone's decisions, but I'm happy with that one. So nice. Cool, guys. So we got Citadel 80 and beyond. We got the elementals, the expansions, and now we got Cindy. And I gotta say, guys, I am liking Cindy past 150. And they did some interesting things with her that I'd like to break down. First thing, we have an extra skill here, which is awesome, guys. It's nice they're doing something a little different. We got an extra skill. Let's start at the top, though. So this was maxed at level 10. We can now go to level 20 and get 350,000 traps per march. This is the only hero, Cindy is the only hero that this skill is worth maxing, I think. Maybe you could do Luna, but I think Cindy is certainly the best first skill. This trap transportation, that comes in so handy, especially once your trap buffs get way up. Like if you've got 500,000 trap HP, trap attack, and with Iris, if you've got Cindy, this skill is so important to get that 350,000 per march. So I will max this first. I think that's the best skill. Oh, that's nice, guys. So this is the only hero that I want to max this first skill on. Trap transportation still maxes at 1. Now these we now have unlocked to 30. Pretty good. Armor and HP, 307,000. That's better than Ignis's. And you get the armor and the HP. And it's tough to get trap armor, right? Like you can only get trap armor in a couple of places. Like past the level 7 traps in the defense section, you can get some trap armor. But this is really the best place to get trap armor right now that I can think of. And that's a lot of trap armor and HP. So this skill will probably be the second one I max. So I'm going to max this one, then max this one. Of course, get that one at level 1 if you haven't already. And trap attack now goes to 410,000. Good trap attack. Trap capacity here, you can get 10 more million traps. 10 million once this thing's maxed. That's a lot of traps. And that's going to protect your guardians, especially if you have level 8 traps, or if you have a lot of trap HP, even level 7 traps with a lot of trap HP. Heck yeah, another 10 million. That's going to be super frustrating for people to try to eat through. Super frustrating. It's going to be really nice when you're sleeping. You have that little extra barrier that people have to eat through before, your hero's captured. And we got our limit break. We got another accessory enchantment. It is trap attack and trap speed. I'm actually kind of liking the trap speed because traps are pretty slow. And, if you use Cindy a lot and you're sending, or even if you're not using Cindy, if you're just sending traps with your marches, it is kind of frustrating to have them slowed down so much. So that's cool to get that 100% trap speed. They'll move actually twice as fast. So I'm digging it, guys. I am digging that. And City Assault trap attack. Okay, I'm liking it. It's okay. It's better than some of the other heroes. I wouldn't say it's the best, but I'm liking it. And we can check out these skills. I think these skills were a lot better a couple months ago, but it seems like the buffs have kind of surpassed these skills' usefulness. Like now we're dealing with hundreds of thousands of buffs. Like to get that additional 5,000% attack and HP, not too big of a deal. Unless you're in a younger realm, but I would just totally avoid both of these personally, unless you want to get the limit break skill, which what I think I'm going to do, I'm going to max this one, max this one, max this one, and then max this one, or at least max these two. The what did I just click there? Unbelievable. So I'm going to max trap transportation, trap HP and armor, and then I'll probably level up trap attack enough to start getting this trap capacity. Then I'll probably max this one, or max these two at this kind of in unison, level them up. Once these are maxed, then I'll level these up enough to get the limit break. That's how I'll do it. I've been waiting to level up my Cindy. I'm going to wait for a really good event, really good monster, something, a realm boss or something. I've got plenty of XP, plenty of medals. I'm just waiting for the prime opportunity to do it. I don't see much reason to rush into it until it's really worth it. I mean, it would be nice to get that trap transportation, but I don't have level 8 traps yet, so I'm not too concerned about getting that leveled up too quickly. So awesome, guys. So that's pretty much am I missing anything? I think that's all the buildings. I think that about covers it. We could look at the wall. What does the wall give at 81 in terms of trap capacity and city assault? So trap count, city defense attack. Did I say city assault? City defense attack's what I meant. So pretty big. Actually, it's not that big of a bump. 10,000 trap capacity from 80 to 81. The city assault. I did it again, guys. The city defense attack. Pretty big buff there for one level on a wall. And you're going to have to level up your wall anyway to level up the Citadel. So cool. I'm digging it, guys. I'm digging these buffs. They're trying to make buildings useful again, which I really like. I really like that. I was checking out the rally capacity. I was curious if they buffed that up a lot, and they didn't buff it too much. It's just an extra 5,000 per level, so not too big of a deal there. The other thing worth noting is I can't see any upgrades, combat upgrades past level 9 troops because I don't have them completed. I'm not sure. I'm guessing where there was a question mark there might be something past level 9 troops, but until I do the upgrades, it usually doesn't show it. So, maybe there's nothing past level 9. Maybe there's level 10 troops down there with some crazy buffs here. I guess I'm going to have to do these. The reason I haven't done any of these yet is because I don't have any majestic research tomes. And I used all my choose your majestics into building blueprints to get Citadel 80, so I don't have any research tomes. So hopefully I'll start getting those soon. I guess we could talk about what packs I got. Now, if it'll let me show you guys. Lucky Valentine's Day. Okay, so I got 3 packs, guys. I got 2 of this pack. The reason I got this pack was because of Iris's medals. And you get 25,000, so you're guaranteed 75,000 Iris medals, which is, I think, the most I've seen in a pack. You also get some Destiny gear. Turns out that's not, you don't get very much out of the 500, but you get also the expansion blueprints, which is why my expansions are 72 and 73. But really, I got it for the Iris medals and the expansion blueprints. Now, I finally had some RNG on my side. I've opened up a bajillion level 5 monster eggs. No luck on getting a level 5 monster. So I don't have a single level 5 monster. I've just had no luck. Really, I haven't even had any luck. I don't think I've... Actually, I did get a lucky chest pack before. Not the Valentine's, but one of the lucky chests. And I don't think I had any luck on that either. But in 2 packs, I actually got double this. I ended up with 10,000 expansion blueprints and 500,000 Iris medals, which I was pretty pumped. So six of these, and somehow I ended up, I must have got at least this one once, or this one a couple of times in the 6 chests to end up with 10,000 expansion, exalted expansion blueprints and the Iris medals. So I was pretty pleased about that. I got that one, and well, for some reason it's not letting me show you guys my gold store. But I also got the Valentine's pack with came with all the heroes, it came with all the hero XP, it came with all the hero medals, and also Efrit sigils, Efrit sigils, and some other good stuff. It was a pretty good pack, not gonna lie. Oh, I forgot something else. Something else came out too. There's a new gear set. We have a new gear. Yeah, I guess I got to talk about the new gear too. It's a building gear. It's the Master Delegated gear set, and I've seen this. You can get all legendary in a pack. I actually considered it, but then decided to get the other pack for Iris medals instead. But pretty cool set. 50% grandiose construction speed, 500 cost efficiency for majestic and construction speed, and also cost efficiency to construction for grandiose. That's a pretty good gear set. A lot of the gear's kind of useless, like so what about this one? Unless that exalted applies to the expansion, the exalted expansion blueprints, I don't think this is any good. But if that does, that would be pretty sick, actually. No, I don't think it does. But anyway, so that one's kind of useless. This one, Elite, this could be useful if you're Citadel 60. But 60 or 50? 60. If you're Citadel 60, this one would be pretty useful, or below. But if you've already got T7, you've already used up all your Elite, or is it T8? Wow, I'm struggling today, guys. Anyways, yeah. If you're still using Elite construction, this one's pretty awesome. But if you're beyond Elite, big deal, right? The one that really is good is the weapon, the Master Delegator's Gavel weapon. And this one will give you what the gear set gives you. It'll give you the 500, 550, and 50. That would be pretty nice going forward. Though the thing is, I'm sure in a month or two, they're going to give you better deals in packs to get more cost efficiency and more construction speed than this will give you. But if you're planning on buying a lot of packs to try and get Citadel 90 really fast, then maybe you could make the case for this one. It's kind of a cool weapon. It looks a little bit like the Archean weapon, doesn't it? And then there's the accessories, which are completely useless. So anyways, that's the new gear set. Kind of pumped about it. I mean, I guess I'm not really pumped about it, but I'm just pumped they're throwing stuff at us. I think that's cool. We got the Master Destiny gear set still. I finally almost got the gear set. With the 10,000 chests, I kind of kind of messed up. I opened up too many accessory chests and too many weapon chests and not enough boot chests. It would have been nice to get that gear set. The, extra, yeah, that would have been nice to get. So unfortunately, I don't have the boots yet. But even the basic Master Destiny gear is better than all the other max powered up gear that I've seen. Like, maybe if you've got level 30 gear, it might be better, but the basic Master Destiny gear says pretty good. It's pretty good. So, yeah, that's what I'll be using for attack. These with the Hydreian boots. I guess we can finish off with the events. So we got the Valentine's Day event. These events are actually pretty darn good. Pretty good drops in these events. Like, we got all kinds of cool stuff. We got Oracle Temple Gift, which, so what about that one, I guess. But choose your MP at level 1. Oh, wait, that's a prize still. My bad. I am really struggling today. So the level 1 prize, nothing too special. A lot of resources and speed ups too, I think. Oh, level 2 is the speed ups. Level 2, you get XP, nice. You get mystery chests, you get tons of speed ups. So at least try to get that level 2. I think everybody should be able to do that. It's worth doing to get the speed ups, definitely, because you get a lot of speed ups. Look at that, like an infinite amount of elite speed ups. If you've extended your empire before this event started, you'll see that next tier. And, 6,000 ether, always nice. Level 3 prize, we've got tons of medals and mythic medals. Well, not mythic for Cindy, but probably because my Cindy is still on heroic status and not quite upgraded to mythic yet. But also Order of Heroes gift unlock, that's cool. And I would love to get this one. Choose a hero unlock gift. How cool would that be to gift that to somebody? I think I might be able to do it if I attack a lot of monsters. So I think that'll be my goal. If anybody's in my server, then yeah, I could send you guys that hero unlock. How about that? So I'll try to get it. We'll see if I can get it. 7 days. Should be close. If I get it, hit me up, man. Why not? Hit me up. Maybe I'll hook you guys up. It'd be nice to give it to somebody who, needs it. I'm sure there's got to be some of you guys who, in this server, who don't have all the heroes. Now, I don't think it works for Iris, but at least you can get like a Cindy or something. That's pretty good. We got mercenary materials. We got 200,000 hero MP. We got tons of older tier research tomes. Yeah, I guess so what about that? But, gift hero MP too, 100K. Cool. So I'm liking that event. We've got the gift event here. Actually, this is a Monster Engage event. Cool. What is this? I don't even know. I hit it and I don't even know. I guess you just do it for gifts. Kind of nice. We got a Cindy level up event. Now, really to do this event, you're going to need level 8 traps unlocked and then build a bunch of them. But that or level up Cindy to 200. Those are your options pretty much. Because all these, they max pretty early. I might be able to get that second tier if you do all these. At least you get the first tier. We'll check that out. And we got a title. 20% trap attack multiplier, 20% trap HP multiplier. So I think that's like actually makes your traps a true 20% more attack, 20% more HP. At least that's what I would think. The multiplier, where it says multiplier there, I think that would actually make your traps 20% better. That's cool. I won't get it because I don't have... Whoever gets it is going to be who builds the most level 8 traps, right? It's going to be the person who's building the traps, deconstructing them, building them, deconstructing them. Whoever does that the most is going to win the title. Which, pretty good title to have, actually. Like, I wish I had level 8 traps unlocked. But, anyways, some level 2 essence. We got some MP. Prizes aren't too great for it. I guess if you're doing it, it's just to do it and hope you can win the title. So, cool, guys. Anyways, I think that's all the events. I still do the level up hero events whenever I can. I just attack a try to kill off 2 level 4 monsters. Or actually, what is it? It's more than 2. It is like 5 or 6 level 4 monsters. But I can do that with 30,000 MP. If you just keep attacking the same one and build up your hero streak, you can do this without too much MP, and it's worth it to hit that tier 3 because you get pretty good medals, like mythic medals too. So if you're a free-to-play player, you know, this wouldn't be the worst use of MP. I would either do that or, of course, the bullets, however you pronounce it. They're still here. The Moogle Monster is still here. Oh, I guess we can look at that. Are these a good deal? They're actually not too bad of a deal. Like these level 2 essences. Maybe it is. 2,000. I don't know, guys. I don't know about it. But maybe you'd want to get some Elemency Hull blueprints. I got 15 just in case. I'm going to need them once I level up my Citadel. I don't know. I noticed when I leveled up my Citadel earlier, it gave me Elemency Hull blueprints. I don't know if it gave me enough to level up my Elemency Hull, but it did give me some as a prize for leveling up the Citadel. That's kind of cool. I went ahead and got some anyway, just in case we don't see this again and I need it. It'd be really frustrating. I know, like, I wish I did that for some of the other buildings earlier. You know, you always think these are going to come back, and then they mix it up, and then it may never come back. So it is worth maybe buying some just in case. It's not too expensive. I've been considering maxing out my combat research section finally, just to do it, so I'm not always tempted. It's not the greatest buffs, but it would be nice to at least see what it looks like maxed. What else we got here? Everything else, I guess we've talked about all this before. I have been buying Mercenary Rations and Assassin's Throwing Stars. Got quite a bit. I'd like to get a couple million of these guys. Like, how cool would that be to have millions of Assassins? And they're hidden so nobody can see how many you have. And they're really strong, and they're strong against Guardians. And there aren't that many things good against Guardians. Yeah, there's not many things that, if a lot of people have, if people have a lot of Undying Guardians, it'd be nice to have a way to kill them efficiently and quickly. And right now, Assassins are pretty good. The downside with Assassins is, if you're attacking people with them, they're subject to be killed. If you're not careful, they might all die. So, yeah, so I'll have to use them wisely. But I've been getting those, and I've been getting the Elemency. Wow, I'm really struggling today. The Elemental Power Gem chests. These are pretty good gear. Pretty good chests. So, yeah, I think that's about it, guys. I guess I can show you my Iris. I got her to 228, which I'm pretty pleased about. I'm pretty pleased about it. Her skills are awesome. I mean, it's insane how good her skills are. So you can get her Elemental Nullification to 21 at level 228. 34% Nullification. Nice. And I maxed this one out also, the Essence Well generation, because now I'm going to get quite a bit more level 2 Essence, quite a bit quicker. 721% at 228. I maxed the troop capacity and hospital capacity bonus. Pretty good numbers. You can actually see what the capacity bonus is now, percentage-wise. This wasn't displayed right when she came out, but it's here now. You can see how awesome that capacity bonus is. Limit Break 5, 53 million HP bonus. You're pretty much invincible until people can start sending full marches of level 8 troops if you're online and activate the enchantment. But that's the downside. You have to be online when people attack you to activate that enchantment. But that's a crazy skill. Like, anybody with that is safe for a long time. We can look at some of these. So, attacking with Noctis at 19, 1.6 million % troop HP. So I'm looking forward to trying this out on crystals, for assaults. That's a lot of troop HP for attacking or defending even. This works defending too. Just HP of warriors, mages, and cavalry with Noctis. So as long as you have your Noctis with the march, boom, you get it. This is another insanely good one. rally attack and rally HP. So I'm looking forward to trying this one on the crystal, trying it on empires. Pretty cool. The only downside of this is you have to set the rally, and that's going to notify the guild that you're attacking. So that's going to give them a little bit of time to activate Iris enchantment if they have it, or get reinforcements and stuff. But dang, big numbers. So I can't wait to try that. I didn't quite max Ravis's. It's pretty good, but it's only active while attacking the crystal. It doesn't say while defending the crystal. So in which case, it's going to make taking the crystal pretty easy. But once you got it, it's like you got to swap out heroes. You got to recall him and try to get Noctis in to get all that troop HP. Or get a Cindy with the trap HP and trap attack outside Empire. 1.5 million. Dang. So imagine being able to send 350,000 traps with a march with these numbers. And level 8 traps. That would be pretty sweet. So yeah, that's what I've got right now on Iris. You can see why I got the Iris, those packs for the Iris medals, because Iris is just so good. Yeah, she's just the best. And you can see, so I had like 500, probably 600,000 medals in total to get her to 228. It starts taking 145 to go 28 or 29 and then the 30. So it's starting to get pretty costly. Like, yeah, it would take quite a few more packs to see much benefit from her, but I got so lucky with those medal drops, getting the level 3, the epic drop from that pack. So I got pretty lucky. Yeah, so that's it, guys. Hope you guys are doing good. I'm out of here, and I'll catch you next time.